we had the coverage of it like literally 24/7.
What, Irma?
It was insane because there was like three just
one
after the other.
Whenever the Maria hit the Virgin Islands, my best friend was down there and she survived Irma and Maria, and that hit at a Category 5. And by the time it hit, Irma had already hit the other islands down there, so they had sent off all their supplies to the other islands. And so by the time it hit them, they had nothing left. Everybody, this is Angelo and Tristan, all the way out of the UK with a band called Collateral. I got to tell you, I was just listening to your song Midnight Queen. Wow, what a voice! First of all, I was listening to the acoustic unplugged version that you did live.
Right, no, yeah.
That was a little panty dropper song, the ballad version of it, anyway. You know.
Yeah,
I mean, definitely mad props because I didn't know what to expect. You know.
Oh, mad props. We use mad props over here as well. Yes, that's amazing. We're the only people that use mad props.
No, not the only. I'm just a weirdo down over here, I guess.
We're all weirdos in this industry.
Well, I would hope so, because being average would really suck, wouldn't it? Being normal and like in the middle.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, I'd rather just go all in. So, you guys had a new song and video come out called Midnight Queen, correct?
Yeah.
And that's the song I just listened to for everybody listening and watching. It's awesome. I haven't actually heard the full version with the band, just the acoustic, but...
Oh, have you only heard the acoustic version?
Yeah, I think you're only allowed to listen to like 17 seconds of the song on the websites.
It's on our Facebook page and on our label's YouTube page.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see their YouTube page, but I did go to the website and I tried to scroll like about the band. It's probably something you should tell them about, because when you go to scroll over to read it, it just...
It goes black.
Yeah.
I just spoke to Viv, who's our A&R, and she's at the moment just renovating the page, so there's a few little problems that are going to be sorted out within the next hour or so.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I knew one of the other sites on your page didn't work at all. I was like, what?
Yeah. She's at the moment, she's redoing the whole website to coincide with the release and stuff, so it's still live,
it's really
but it just means that there's a few pages that aren't working at the moment, and that will be up and running with the next day or two.
I gotta say, the graphics and the artwork are incredible.
There's a guy called Sean DeBurko who helps us out with our illustrations.
And Robin
down the road from us. And he's amazing, absolutely amazing.
I could tell, and I found it really, really interesting that you're doing this EP as like a storyline about a character. Okay.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of where, you know, the label wanted to release a single for the EP, but they asked me to write more of a kind of pop country sort of style song. So I was like, right, okay, I got this. Got down to it, and I was writing from a point of view of from a female's point of view, because I said to myself, you know, it could make a song from a songwriter's perspective just a little bit more interesting to try and write from a different point of view altogether. So we did that, and it just rings out to so many people. When the director of the music video, I came up to him, he heard the song, and he was one of the idea of using Midnight Queen, the actual Midnight Queen, as a character, and then not necessarily running the story throughout the whole EP, but just certain songs that we release, maybe with the album and stuff like that. That she'll come back and be, you know, the same character.
Well, I was kind of hoping you could give me some hints into the storyline, because Midnight Queen seems like a cool character, and I'm interested in finding out.
She's a badass, man.
I can imagine. I want to find out about her character and who she is, so I know like how the story might play out in my head or something, you know.
Well, it's a lot. Do you know what? It's a very surprising video. Obviously, in the trailer, you don't actually see what happens. If you watch the music video, and it kind of turns very, very mythical. Oh, that's the only way I can say it. Yeah.
I don't know. Mythical's great. I love Mythical. I've been binge watching Game of Thrones left and right.
Well, if you like vampires,
then, yes, absolutely.
You would love the music video. Yeah, so.
I'm definitely gonna have to try to find it because I was looking for it and I didn't think to put in Roulette Media. Dummy, me. You guys described yourself as a little bit rock and a little bit country. Tell me about that.
Yeah. Well, I'm influenced by the Eagles. My mum used to play the Eagles while she was, tidying up in the house when I was much younger. So it kind of got drilled into me, the whole laid-back feel that the Eagles brought. And their songwriting as well, which is second to none. And then I really started getting into music when I heard Bon Jovi. I heard Living on a Prayer and I was like, that's it. That's what I want to do.
You ever
So it kind of,
Bon Jovi song?
Created this really weird, country and rock. But like Bon Jovi and the Eagles, you put them together and that's Collateral now. It's
That's an interesting duo. I was going to ask you, is there any more like modern day influences that you have?
Modern day. Do you know what? There is none. I can't sit down and listen to the radio now and to hear the new releases and new bands because it's just all the same old stuff. Regurgitated same old four chords. I just can't get into the music.
I can't get into music.
That's coming out these days.
CDs
so
all sound the
bands
same.
bands like Skid Row and
Warren, all those guys were great back in the day.
Motley Crue, people like that. That's who we get our influences from. When music was born.
Yeah, that's what I grew up on. Have you ever considered maybe covering like a Bon Jovi song, like maybe Blaze of Glory or something?
Blaze of Glory. Wow. Do you know what? We actually do cover a couple of Bon Jovi tracks at our live shows. Just if we need to, like Dead or Alive and You Give Love a Bad Name, songs like that. But we kind of tend to stray away from doing the covers because we're much more of an originals band.
Oh yeah.
When it comes to if a crowd want a bit of cover, then we'll chuck them Dead or Alive, so like that, just to kind of keep them happy.
Oh yeah, that always comes in handy. I figured that out watching the Foo Fighters, never believing my eyes when I saw John Travolta and Billy Idol get on stage. I mean, it's just how you process that in your brain. You're like, come on, is this like happening in real life right now?
Yeah. Just keeping the audience on your toes. That's how you kind of have a long-lasting relationship with your fans and a long-lasting career. You need to keep them on their toes. You can't be doing the same old stuff every week in, week out.
Very well said.
So we tend to learn a lot of stuff. Yeah,
that's very well said, and I wish more bands would go back to that because music was simple back then, and just because those songs have been four chords, they can still be played differently. And,
exactly. I mean, of course. Look at Status Quo and people like that. It was 3 chords, but it had the character within the song.
Right.
Because you had to, you didn't. Nowadays, a song has one lyric throughout the whole song, and it's got about 50 different producers and 50 different writers and 50 different, whatever. But back then, like Queen, Freddie Mercury, Bohemian Rhapsody, there's one writer, one singer, one producer, and one of the biggest hits in the world. Now it's just so easy.
It's hard for me to understand how bands with singers, their singers don't write the lyrics. It's weird. That's how can you feel someone else's words as powerfully as you would feel your own? I just don't. I'm sorry, I just don't understand that.
It's what we call over here is like the puppet industry. So you've got, this is what I call it anyway. Like Justin Bieber is just nothing but a puppet. He gets told what to do, and then he just goes out in front of some sheep and sings. He doesn't sing.
Lip syncs usually, I'm sure.
But it's just that puppet thing. It's
absolutely ridiculous that music has been reduced to that. That's so sad. It's actually kind of pathetic, to be honest.
Well, I mean, there's a spark, I think, since 2000 hit, and technology in music grew. It meant that a lot more people could create music. It was a lot easier to write songs. Well, not to write songs, but to compose songs, because on the computer now, the computer does it all for you.
Right.
So it's a lot easier to be in a band or to be a writer, a singer-songwriter, because you've got software that makes you sound good.
Yes,
You know,
that's another thing. If you're not ready and you don't know how to stay on pitch, why are you wasting your money in the studio or with a publicist or anything else? Because I don't believe in autodime or whatever the heck it's called. If I go into a studio, I'm going in to try to do it in one take so that it can be done and it can be perfect.
Yeah. Well, if you can sing or you can play music, then you should be able to do it in one take. Back in the 80s,
it's muscle memory. I don't understand. It's practice. It's really just that simple. Take a keyboard, match a note.
Yeah, whatever it takes, to turn that TV set over to get the job done.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, a lot of people are very lazy these days and think it's very easy. But in the 80s, when music really just came alive, you had to be good at your instrument. If you went in the studio and you messed the studio's time up, they'll tell you to. Go away.
I don't blame them because that's their time and that's the one thing none of us can get back. So why waste any of it? So for all you guys that actually do use all that stuff, please go get a vocal coach because you guys drive me nuts with that overproduction stuff.
Exactly. Just practice every day. Learn your craft.
That's
Go
what
out and play.
I have a roll-up keyboard that literally folds because it's rubber, and you lay it out wherever you're at, and you can put it on 99 different tones of instruments. And you just sit there and do your oohs and ahs and lahs, and it's never going to be off pitch because it's electronic. So it really is just a matter of muscle memory. And like he said, practice. It's the only thing.
We can tell if you haven't practiced. That's just all I have to say.
Yeah, we can. Especially those of us who do play music and other things in the business, we can definitely tell.
Don't get me wrong. Like a lot of people nowadays. If you've got a dream to be a musician, and some people are born with more of a natural tone, and a lot of other people, it's just a lot harder for them to get in a position where they could potentially, be as good as other people. But, it's fine to have a dream and stuff, but just make it, would you rather succeed knowing that you did your all and your best, or succeed knowing that, you kind of half-assed your way through life? It's kind of that sort of thing, you want to be fulfilled in your achievements.
You only get one life, so if you're going to half-ass it, you're going to have a half-ass life, a half-ass band, and then it's going to get you half-ass nowhere. So, I can't agree more with anything that you're saying, Angelo, because it's actually very wise words. And I think a lot of young bands out there need to hear this interview because they need to hear the truth. Because quite frankly, I'm one of those people who will be nice and say nice things because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But at this point, I'm done.
People need to be told what the truth is. And that's one thing that makes you a better musician is, when people tell you the bad stuff about you, that's what you learn from. If you are constantly told by people, you're so good, oh my God, then you will never progress as a musician and as a person. So it's very important that you heed the bad criticism because that's the only thing that can make you better. So if people are scared about that, that's why they.
I had to really do a lot of soul searching on it just to come to that conclusion and realize that there is a constructive way that I can be critical without being mean, and hopefully they will understand that I mean no harm. It's just. This is only my opinion, but I've played it, I've sang it, I've taught it, I've been, from radio to this to live, and if it's been done in the music industry, I've probably done it. So, but I started at first as a fan. We all did, and I was a flute player all my life. So being classically trained with an instrument, and then falling in love with rock and roll, just. Back in the day, in the late 90s, when Candlebox and Godsmack were just coming out, and all these killer Seattle bands, so it was...
Well, we should, hopefully, next year should be, hopefully should land in, I don't know if it's Seattle, or is, there's so many big things happening next year with this band, I'm losing track, but I think there's, I can't remember where we're going. I think it might be Seattle.
Oh, nice. Well, we do say what's up to a band called Second Coming. I don't know if they perform anymore, but they were really good, and they probably still are if they do shows anymore. So if you see them, tell them I said hi.
But the good thing is we're obviously we're recording. where we record in our home studio. This is our home studio at the moment.
Your little
and the thing is, it's one of the perks of the, like I said earlier on, the technology in music is now being able to make bands such as ourselves, buy the equipment that we need and do it from home, and get the same quality sound that you would get from a different studio. But
it makes a huge
so we're obviously
difference.
currently recording the EP that will be released in August. And there's a few surprises in there, and then in January, I believe, I think the label want the album out, and then in February we're going to Japan to tour.
Wow, that'll be awesome. Who are you guys going to go out with?
Steve Rogers, who's Paul Rogers' son. Do you know Paul Rogers?
Not really great with names. What was the?
Do you know Bad Company? The
Absolutely.
Bad Company.
Yes.
Yeah. The singer from Bad Company is Paul Rogers. So Steve Rogers is his son, and we're touring, opening up for him.
That's gotta be pretty rad, man.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah, and then I think we're going to Australia after that because we've had a bit of influence in Australia. So it's just yeah.
Well, I know the guys from Like a Storm will come out if you guys hit New Zealand because they go to shows constantly. So I'm sure if you go out there, I'll hit them up and let them know, and they'll probably come out to a show. Say hi.
Yeah, definitely, man.
They're not out on another tour, of course. You never know.
Yeah.
But anyway, well, I am stoked for all the upcoming things that you guys have in store, and I look forward to them because I want to hear the EP for one. And I know you're excited to get.
We don't. We've heard it way too many times today already. So.
I can imagine.
I think we've heard Midnight Queen. Probably about 10 million trillion times.
To the point where you get mixed up at what part of the song you're in because you've heard it so many times in a row.
Oh, trust me, it's one of those. You love it at first, you think it's your baby, and you go, I love you so much, I love you, and then at the end it's released, and you're like, I fucking hate you, get out.
Yeah, it just happens to work that way sometimes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You're just like,
like you said,
well, you're just so done, and then and when it goes back and gets popular, it's like, oh, it's refreshing, and now I can go back and be excited about it again. But you have to take that necessary break.
We've got a lot of people working on this. Well, we've had a lot of people work on the single Midnight Queen, and a lot of people working on the EP in terms of producers and stuff like that. So I mean, it is all a bit exciting, and we'll be sure to, we'll definitely keep you up to date with what's happening.
Yes, please, and also Terry with
we'll stay in touch.
Yes.
Definitely stay in touch.
For sure, and we'll definitely let Terry from SRO, Standing Room Only, know as well. And thank you, Terry, for the introduction for such a review. He's a pretty fucking awesome guy. Excuse me, sorry, oops.
You're fucking awesome. Alright.
Well, there, see, we both said it, so we're even.
No, do you know what? It's a fact of being British, you're allowed to swear.
Nah, I think it's just part of being a fucking human, but yeah. Well, Angelo.
Cool. Is this is this live then?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm recording it, and then when I edit it, it'll be up on YouTube and on my website.
Ah, okay.
I'll be sure to shoot you over the links for it.
Perfect. No, I like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I will let you get back to your baby girl and to doing your thing with mixing your magic and your music.
Well, thank you so much for the time.
Thank you. And like I said, definitely keep it posted because I definitely want to hear this when it comes out. I look forward to seeing everything you guys have.
Yeah, perfect. All right, thank you, honey.
All right, talk to you soon, sweetheart.
See ya.
Bye.